We are entering we are at the Highland Center, which is off of 26, so we're right about here or so. All right, so we are at the Highland Center, and I forgot my sunglasses, so the sun is like killing my eyes here.
It's a good thing.
So we left Reykjavik, and it took probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours after we stopped for some lunch along the way. And now we are on basically the far west side where they have the last gas station, which is the Highland Center again. And they have many rooms here, and it's like a motel, and they have dining halls where you could eat. And basically it's the last stop before we travel down the road here on 26 to enter the Highlands and go to Landmannalaugar for tomorrow. Although I think we're gonna take off. The sunrise is about 3:30 and the sunset's about 11 p.m. So it's amazing about an hour before and an hour after sunrise and sunset that the sun's rays are just amazing. The sky just lights up red. So we're gonna look at try to visit one of these no-name craters here along the way. That's a beautiful crater that I've been seeing on Instagram for quite some time, but there's no name to it. So we're gonna leave probably about 9. Takes an hour to get there at 10, and an hour before sunset is the best time to get some photos.
Yeah, I'm happy with
place.
I'm sorry the sun's in your eyes, but I'm happy that we have clear skies and no rain, and that we're going to get to see all the things. On the drive out here, even, there were 4 kinds of like wild flowers. So there's lupin, right? Then there's like those red grasses. I'm going to try to capture some of those. You know what those red grasses are?
I don't know. There's some. Oh yeah, the red flowers that are close to the ground. I believe they're a form of locks.
Well, I think that's the pink, and then there was like red, almost like grass.
Yeah,
we'll get
I don't know.
on some pictures, and then what's the other one? Yellow. There's a lot of yellow wildflowers too.
Pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'll show you. Do the pano here. Let's go first look at this. Okay, so these are some things. It's talking about the type of vehicles that we need to have, and you need to have a 4x4 when you come in this area because the roads are basically just scree that you have to travel on. So you have to have a car that's rated for it, and we rented a 2020 Land Rover, the new version with automatic transmission. We'll look at that a little bit later. The plan is to go from here all the way down here to Landmannalaugar, and there's some nice craters to see right around here. Then we're going to head back this way and stop in this town here for the night, and then we're going to go from here to Thorsmark, spend a couple nights, then come back and go to Vik down that way there. And that's looking west, and we are going to go east into the Highlands. And you can barely see it, but right next to those beautiful looking blue outhouses is the small little gas pump. So you have to make sure you gas up there because that's the last chance of gas on this side of the Highlands. Yeah, just 2 pumps. We are heading towards our room at the Highland Center, which is the last stop with gas before we go to Landmannalaugar. Hey! So here's our room. It's a little teeny tiny room, but very nice and very clean. We have a private bathroom, which is nice. And lots of gear because we're doing lots of hiking. And some more duffels over there. What do you think?
And then our
Yep.
always have our shoes.
They had to put shoe covers on because they don't want to get anything dirty. And this is our little setup. And that is looking basically straight west which is where we're going to be heading in tomorrow, into the Highlands. Well, we decided to head out to a crater that doesn't have a name on it, that I have been seeing on Instagram for a very, very long time, and it's probably the most beautiful crater I've ever seen. It has a lake right in the center of it. So it's about 8:26 and we're heading out. It's probably gonna take about 45 minutes to get there, and we want to get out there right with some time that we can hike around it and maybe see what other things to see are around there. And we want to get out there before sunset to get some great sunset pictures of the crater and stuff too. So we're going to be heading out, and starting to get windy though.
I thought you were going to say that we're heading out before we fall asleep. I thought you were going to say we're heading out before we fall asleep, because we could just fall asleep right now. So tired. Jet lag.
Yeah, we're not getting any sleep, I think, in the past, 36 hours maybe. I've probably gotten 6 hours of sleep, so we're definitely heading out with very little sleep, but that's what you have to do if you want to catch the great light conditions for taking pictures. All right, we stopped about 10 miles out. It's 8:43, and beautiful terrain here. The gravel road started probably about half a mile out, and we're gonna be I'm gonna step out here and just check out what the terrain looks like. If we see off in the distance, because it's very, very windy, it's about 40-mile-an-hour winds, and I can barely even open the door. It's so windy out. But off in the distance, you can see this massive dust storm. It kind of reminds us of Mars.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
It's like the moon or Mars.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah.
Crazy.
Let me get out here. Ah, tough to open the door. That's the dust storm straight out there. And we ended up renting a Land Rover 2023 automatic. One of the things that they had to do, I watched the video, and the guy got stuck and he towed out from the front, and let's kick off this bottom panel below this part here to get access to the tow hitch. So we had to ask the rental car company to take off this last bit of vanity cover so we can access the tow hitch. So it's a nice car. I didn't want to drive a stick shift through all the terrain. I wanted to have an automatic. And we rented it. All right, getting blasted by the sun here. So we're at this no-name crater. It's 18.7 miles, and its total time was 1 hour and 9 minutes, and it's 9:33 p.m. So I flew the drone here a little bit, and it was very, very windy, but it did a great job. Surprising that this 30-mile-an-hour, 40, actually it's probably more than that. When I was flying the drone, I hit the return to home point is where this hand controller was, and it seemed like it was going somewhere else, so I had to shut off the return to home and fly it home manually. So a little bit scary.
Yeah, that's the first time you've done that. Did it follow the vehicle?
Yeah, it did. Absolutely, it followed the vehicle for sure, but didn't know how to return the home. So we're going to do a test run. Tomorrow is our big drive through the Highlands, going to Landmannalaugar, and we've seen some people cross this stream, so we figured we're going to try to cross this stream here as a little bit of a...
For real? I thought you were joking.
No, as a test run.
Really?
We're going to cross it, yeah.
It's late, though. Shouldn't
No,
we be?
people are driving here all the time. So
Okay.
we're going to do it.
Okay.
We're going to do it. So let's see what it does here.
I'm nervous.
Let's cross. We got clearance up high.
I think that I saw people back up and charge forward. Yeah, I'm so nervous. Yeah, I'm so nervous. What?
Whoops, sorry. Okay, sorry. Sorry for chopping your hand there.
It seems like it's higher now. I don't think we should try it now. They always say don't do it at night. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it.
Crossed it, no problem. I mean, it's not too much fun.
Go for it.
We did it. Well, we did our first river crossing here.
And there's a little sign. What does that mean?
I think it said maybe we were supposed to. Well, we selected the higher suspension, but maybe we're supposed to set it up to off-road. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to research that out. Anyway, pretty cool. So we got back from the unknown crater, and it was an amazing experience. We saw the sun setting and the sky going from blue to orange, and I got some really amazing drone photos just flying high enough where I can see into the crater. It was just spectacular. I think you were going off taking some pictures too.
Yeah, I was at the river and there were some couple of different kinds of flowers. I don't know what they were, but one looked like a little alien flower with these veins. And I also saw some footprints that I don't know what animals are out there, but it was bigger than a bird. It was definitely like a hoof print.
Yeah, it looked like a strange deer print. It was kind of strange.
Yeah.
So here's the stats on the trip here. We're back at the Highland Center here, and it's 1,183 feet. Total round trip distance was 37.7 miles, and total time was 3 hours and 4 minutes. So it was a great time. Glad we did that. So we just gassed up here. The last gas station is here, and it's nice to get this part of this crater out of the way. So tomorrow we can just drive and see all those extra sites on the way to Landmannalaugar, and not have this one.
Landmannalaugar.